Irontrader. It is Tuesday morning. So we'll take a look here at Bitcoin, at Ethereum, gold, silver, crude oil, and natural gas. Now look at the NASDAQ futures. Look like they're down about 90 points here. Let's see if we get a turnaround Tuesday to the downside. Let's see how it shakes out. Okay, this video is for information purposes only. Not a recommendation to buy, sell, stock, about ETF. Please like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. All right, here we have Bitcoin, your daily and your weekly chart. Now, you can see here, we had this really nice, good bottoming tail here going. The hair got all the way down to that 8750 level. Yesterday, we had another bottoming tail, which was a nice green candle. And today, so far, we have what they call an inside day. So on the downside, we're watching today's low. That's at 86,725 level. Your next level is going to be right there at 8675. And then we'll come down here to the bottom here at this 85,200 level. That was yesterday's low. And then we can come venture all the way down to here to this 870. 8750 level. Now there is support here in between all of this here, because all we have to do is look to the left of the chart here. Okay, you have that 84,790, 83,905, and then we come down here to 83,190 before we hit that 870 mark. So there is support here. Now, if we lose that 870.50 mark here, chances are we're going to go and retest this 74,635 level. Okay, right there. Okay. Now what we did is we sold right off. We put a nice double bottom, and then you can see where she rallied right on up. Now you get right here to an oversold condition. See how we have on the bottom? That's oversold condition. So this is where we're hanging out here about. Now same way with here the MACD, but you notice that the little red bars are starting to curl up. So let's just see if this can curl above there and get above this 8 SMA. Now that's going to be the whole key. So what we're watching is today's high, 88,770, yesterday's high, 89,240. But this is the key level right here, 89,898. That's going to be very, very crucial here on a closing basis. Once we get above it, then we can do just like this here. We rise right on up. When we're below it, well, we just stay right on below that. Okay. So right now here, this is what we're looking at, 89,890 level. Now, if we can get above all that, then what we do is we come right to the bottom of this candle here. You're looking at 91,315 level. Then we'll come up to this level here. You're looking at 93,225. We'll come up here. We're looking at 93,960 level. And then we just keep venturing right on out here up to this 96,145 level. We hit the bottom there at 97,905. And then we'll be looking for that 21-day at 99,435. However, if we can crack this key 8 SMA here, your big target is going to be that 21-day. It's going to be this 200-day, the 50-day, 100-day, and then your retest. But right now, we're still downtrending situation until we close back above that 8 simple moving average. Now, when we look at the weekly chart here, we have a low, higher low, and a higher low kind of a situation. It would have been nice if it held that 50-day, but obviously it didn't. Now, the 8-day crossed over that 21-day. See that? Now it's crossed over to 50-day. That's going to provide very, very strong resistance. But we are holding this 100-day, and that's very, very key at 83,921 level on a closing basis. Did we get lower last week? Absolutely. But right now we're holding it on a closing basis, and that's going to be key. If it can rally up here, then your big target's going to be that 101 area. Then we have 102, and then we have that 110 area up there. Now, we didn't get oversold here, but we're getting right here towards that bottom. The green is below your red, but we're heading right down towards. So I'll be a little bit patient with this scenario, but really just watch this daily chart. We have to close back above that 89,886 level. So today what we're doing is we just look at trade against yesterday's candle, okay? 89,240 on the high, 85,200 on the bottom. We lose it. Well, we have other targets, but realistically, you probably retest that 8,750 area. Okay, let's take a look here now at Ethereum. All right, here we have Ethereum. Okay, so what we're doing, this is looking here, not really too bad. But you can see how strong that 8-day is. See? Yesterday, we went right into it, couldn't do it. So far today, we couldn't do it. You have to get above that 8-day. That's going to be very, very key, that 29,72 level. You do, then the next target is going to be at 3,069. But if we can get back above that 8-day, that would reverse this downtrend. Then we can head for that 200-day, and then what we do is we can follow the candles right up here, 31.28 level. You got 31.75 level. We come up here, 32.70 level. But this is the key. We'll be looking for would be at 33.36. 336, and then we have to see exactly what the reaction is. If it can get back up there, it's going to be like this here, top and come back down here. Couldn't get through it, and then come right back down. So this is going to be very, very tricky. But again, that 8-day is going to be everything. We get above it, then we can hit that 200 SMA here. Okay. Now on the downside here, we're watching obviously today's low. You're watching that 28.65 level, and then what we do is come down to yesterday's low. That's at 27.64 level, and then your retest down here at 26.27. Okay. Now, again, if we lose that area, this is going to be your big target. It's going to be that 24.56. That's your 200-day here on your weekly chart. Now, so far we have an inside week, but again, this is only Tuesday, so we got to see how that's going to shake out here. But realistically, on the upside, we're watching that 3,066 here and 3,098 here by Friday kind of a situation. Now, we got through like pretty close to an oversold situation, but you can see here we still have it downtrending, and that 8-day is just forcing it all the way down. Eventually, I think that's good. This price will go jump back above that 8-day, and we'll start rallying up. But right now, we got a waterfall, just like we have in Bitcoin, on your 50-day, 21-day, and your 8-day. Now, this here, we're right on the bottom here, just searching for something. The same way with here, we're just on the bottom here. We're not on the top situation. So again, the 8-day, just watch the 8-day on Ethereum and the 8-day on Bitcoin. We get above that, then we can start notching it higher. Okay, let's take a look here now at gold and silver. All righty, here we have gold, here we have silver. Now, it was a nice little trade, okay? So yesterday, we held this key level, and then we went as high. We got as 41.38 level. We were looking for this level here, 41.34. Okay, so that was your level. Now, what we have here is we have what to call an indecision candle. Okay, so on the downside, you want to watch this low. Okay, that's at 41.43. But realistically, here you want to watch that 8-day, 40.89. We want to watch the 21-day at 40.59, and then we want to watch the 50-day at 40.15, and then obviously your retest here at 39.01. Okay, that's your downside. Upside here, you can see where the price now is above all the simple moving averages. Nice. So watch today's high, 41.89. Your next level, we crop right up here, 42.15, and then we're going to come right up here to this 42.50. That's going to be your target. Now we get above that, then we can look for this area here, 43.46, and then you retest at 43.98. Okay, very, very simple. Okay, not too bad. Now, you look at this RSI here. You're only sitting at 59. This is way, way oversold. Look at how nice this is here. I mean, overbought. Now, look how nice this is. Okay, you're only sitting at 59, and your green is sideways, but looks like it wants to curl over. So again, the key is going to be on this is that 42.50 level. That's going to be very, very key. Now, I only trade the GLD. I don't trade the short side with this, but I trade the just the GLD for long. Now, I was talking about this cup and handle here. Now, it's not really a true thing, but it's really not that bad. Okay, so we have your cup here, right here. Okay, see this? Then we had this handle. Now, I thought it was going to curve here, but extend it out. But now we're going to start to roll back up again. So the key is going to be breaking. If we can break above this see, where you have that round, that cup, and that handle, we can break above that 42.50. We'll be there at that 43.98. It'll probably be in an instant. Okay, that's how these work. Okay, now again, we got to see what the reaction is once it gets there. Does it break through, or does it just sit there, ride sideways, and then come right back down again? That we don't know. So again, just watch today's high. Okay, at that 41.89, but really your big target is going to be that 42.50. Now, silver, nice double top situation, came down, but you notice how nice it held that 50-day. Yesterday, came down, held that 21-day, very nice, had a nice green candle, and now we have that indecision candle. So what we're looking for here is today's high was 42.18. What we're watching is this one right here. Okay, 52.18, sorry about that. And then we're looking for this candle right here at that 52.24. That's what you're looking for. If we can break above that, then we're going to be looking for the top of this candle at that 53.37. Then right here, 53.76. Then your 54.41 retest. We crack that, you're going to 55. Okay, just like this. You crack that 42.50, we're going to 43.98. You crack that, you're going to 4,500. Just that simple. Now, downside here, just look at the key levels. 50.59, 8-day. Okay, 49.61, 21-day, and your 50-day at 48.38. We lose that, you got 45.51 down here at target. But you can see you have to respect this because it held that 50-day very nicely. It held that 21-day like it held here, and then now she's making a higher high and a higher low so far. Now, this is the same thing. Very, very nice. Got to way, way over a bought condition. Now we're still only sitting at 58. You got plenty of room to run. The green is here sideways. That can curl up. So this is looking really, really good. The key is you got to get and close back above this level, 52.24 level. Then we can take a nice good shot for that 54.41. Okay, let's take a look here at crude oil. All right, here we have crude oil. Now, with the traveling here going on this week for Thanksgiving holiday, we should have some pretty good draws in the API and EIA report, but again, we have to see how that's going to shake out. Okay, so here we have the crude oil. Like you can see here, this 50-day, how strong this is. Okay, so you got to respect that. Now, Yesterday we came down here, made a little bit higher low and a higher high, but again, we're not above that 8-day. So this 8-day is everything. That's your resistance level, 59.23. Your next level is 59.72. Your next level is 60.60 level here, and then what we want to do is we want to raise up to 61.50, and then we want to come up to the top of that candle, 62.59, 62.78, 64.71, and then retest up here at 66.42. So it's all the same thing. Nothing's really changed. We just have this downtrending chart going on here. See that downtrending chart? And the 50-day is going to be everything, okay? But you got a lot of resistance. You got that 8-day, okay? You got that 8-day right there. You got the 21 SMA here, and then we have the 50-day. Now, on the downside, we're watching that 57.38 level, okay? So this is what we're going to be watching. That is really the bottom of that candle, okay? So that's what we're going to be watching. If we lose that level, then bottom line, we're going to come right here to your 56.35 and retest at 55.96, okay? But right now, this is just, for me, this is just a trading action, okay? UCO for the long, SEO for the short. So what I do is I got the short on SEO, and I'm just scalping the long like I did yesterday with the UCO. And it worked out really good because today now we got a red candle. So let's just see if we can get it back above this 8. Now, if it starts running up here and we get above that 8, that 21-day, and head towards that 50-day, you know what I'm saying? Then I'll take that the short off, and I just trade the long kind of a situation. But you can see this 50-day is going to be everything. Now, we're only sitting here at 44. That's not overbought, oversold. The same thing here. We just have a sideways action. But there's a lot of stuff. T-Man is trying to get a deal going with Putin and Zelensky. They want to get a peace agreement finally once and for all. If you do, oil I think is going to come off because you got a pretty good glut going on here with the oil. But let's just see how this all going to shake out here. So don't have any opinion. Just trade the charts. Okay, let's take a look here now at natural gas. Here we have natural gas. Okay, now you can see we had this really nice double top. See, we had 4.68. We retested it with 4.67, and now we retested again with 4.67. Okay, so you can see that where that 4.68 is very, very strong resistance. Okay, and then on the downside here is this 8-day. Okay, so that's the range you're trading. 4.688 on the high side, 4.488 on the downside. Okay, so that's what we're trading. We're going to see which way it breaks. Now we break above that 4.688 level, and then here's your target you're going to be given is that 490. Yeah, there's resistance in between. You got 475, 480, 485 mark. Okay, you have all that thing, but realistically, that's where she's going to be going. Okay, 490. Now, on the downside, you just want to watch that key 8 SMA. We lose that. We come down to yesterday's low. Looking at 4.44 level. We'll come down here at 4.35, and then right here at 4.31. Okay, and we lose that, we come to the bottom of this candle at 4.23. But right now here, we have sideways consolidation. And bottom line, the downside is right here is this 8-day, which is holding. And the upside is that 4.688 level. So, okay, so basically what you're doing is just trade this range until she's going to break up or she's going to break down towards that 21-day. Now here, RSI, yeah, you know, same. You got room to run here. That's only sitting at 65. You got the green over red because we have this total sideways action. Good, nice consolidation. So again, this could consolidate for a while. We got to see how this goes. The bottom line is how much usage. Now, remember the EIA report 2 weeks ago. It was a build of 45 billion cubic feet. Last week, we had a draw of 14 billion cubic feet. So as the winter sets in, you're going to start getting some good time draws here into the old natural gas. But let's just see if we can crack that key level, that 4.688. Then I would be all balls out long till we hit that 490. All right, that's all I got for you. I'll be back here midday trading. We'll take a look at some stocks. Right now, the NASDAQ is down about 86 here. So really, it's like kind of like a nothing burger. All right, so let's just see. The volume should be down this week. And remember, we only have today and tomorrow, and then Thursday is a Thanksgiving holiday, and there's only a half a day on Friday. All right, trade what's in front of you. Now what you want.